Time. Is time actually moving, monkey? Maybe we are trapped inside a giant banana bread where past, present, and future already exists. That's the block universe idea. All the bananas of the past, present, and future exist simultaneously in the same banana bread. But you only see one slice. Monkey is excited. All bananas in one place at once? Calm down, monkey. It gets a lot more complicated. But as always, we are here to explain. By the end of this video, you'll finally understand the concept of time. Most scientists agree that time began with the Big Bang. Imagine the universe as a banana tree. Before the tree sprouted, there was no leaves, no bananas. They started growing after the seed popped, just like time starting at the Big Bang. So the answer to what was before is tricky. It's like asking, what's north of the North Pole? Once you're there, there's nowhere further to go. The Big Bang is the beginning of before and after themselves. But here's where it gets stranger. Some scientists think time isn't a must for the universe. It's more like a story our brains tell by linking events together. You see one banana green, then yellow, then brown. Your brain says, that means time has passed. Without memory or change, the flow of time might not even exist. So your sense of now may be your brain focusing on one banana at the time. Do you agree with this view? Monkey would love to exchange ideas in the comments. This is the greatest trick of nature. But if it has direction, it must have arrows. Entropy arrow. This is the most famous. Bananas ripen, then rot, because there are many more possible ways for matter to be disordered than perfectly arranged. I know it sounds confusing, monkey. That's why we explain this in detail on our entropy video. Go check that out after this one. Psychological arrow. Monkey remembers eating yesterday's banana, but not tomorrow's, because memory itself is a physical record. To record, energy must spread. Entropy must increase. Monkey is amazed. So time is watching my mind writing a script in real time? Exactly, monkey. Your brain is a banana diary of past entropy. Cosmological arrow. Since the Big Bang, the universe itself has been expanding, like bananas being fired from a giant cosmic cannon. Galaxies move apart, and that expansion defines another forward direction. Electromagnetic arrow. When monkey shines a flashlight, the light spreads outward. When he yells, sound waves ripple away. They don't collapse back into his throat or into the bulb. Monkey gets confused. These arrows prove time flows forward. It doesn't say why. Here's the strange part. Monkey, the fundamental laws of physics don't actually demand arrows at all. They're time symmetric, meaning the equations work just as well backward as forward. On paper, bananas could unrot or jump back into your hand. The math allows it. The real why hides in universe's starting conditions, monkey. At the Big Bang, the universe was extremely hot and dense, but also surprisingly ordered. There were very few ways for matter to be arranged, compared to all the messy options available. Since then, matter is leaning towards more possibilities. That is entropy rising, and it sets the arrow of time. Monkey understands. So the whole forward arrow comes from the universe starting perfectly ordered? Exactly. If the universe had started maximally messy, the story would be different. Think of it this way, monkey. In the block universe, the whole banana loaf contains every possibility simultaneously. You don't change the loaf, you just eat the slices in a specific order. But in the branching universe's idea, every time you reach for a banana, the loaf splits. One monkey eats it, another saves it, another throws it at the wall. Each branch makes its own arrow of time, born from that choice. One picture is frozen and complete, the other endlessly splitting. Monkey is amazed. So in a different timeline where the starting conditions were different, time may be flowing backwards? Exactly, monkey. Every possibility already exists in the great banana bread of the universe. One slice where you liked and shared this video, another where you just watched quietly, and even one where you did nothing at all. Each choice makes the timeline branch. Just like quantum particles only decide their state when measured, as we explained in the quantum entanglement video. So tell me, monkey, which branch do you want to live in? The one where you and your friends follow the channel to discover more monkey videos, or the one with no bananas at all? Drop it in the comments and let the universe know. It gets weirder, monkey. Einstein's relativity showed that the arrow of time doesn't tick the same for everyone. The faster you move, or the deeper you sit in gravity, the slower your clock runs compared to others. Scientists tested it. They flew super precise clocks on airplanes, and when they came back, those clocks were a little behind the ones on Earth. And astronauts? They really do age a tiny bit slower than their twins on Earth. It's small, but it proves that time itself can stretch and bend depending on where you are and how you move. Monkey gets excited. So if I fly fast enough, my bananas stay fresh longer? Exactly, monkey. Time doesn't stop, but it bends. I know it's confusing, monkey. To really understand this, we need to see why time and space are inseparable. Think of space-time as the whole banana. Space gives it length, width, and height. Time gives it the curve of when things happen. Together, they form a four-dimensional map. Monkey asks, a map of bananas moving through history? Exactly, monkey. Events like you eating a banana isn't happening just in space. It's pinned in space-time, in both where and when. Imagine this, monkey. The banana farmer tells you that your bananas will be in the jungle hut at 3 p.m. So you rush there to eat them, but there isn't a banana slice in sight. Monkey is mad. They told me they would be here. That's the thing, monkey. You had the right place, but the wrong time. The bananas exist at the hut, but not until 3 p.m. You need all four dimensions. 3 for space, 1 for time. Monkey understands, so the full address is Jungle Hut, 3 p.m. Exactly, monkey. That's space-time. Events happen both in places and moments. Now, monkeys, let me know your time coordinates in the comments so we can compare. Monkey asks, why does time have only one dimension when space has 3? Some theories imagine multiple time dimensions. You might move to different directions in time, but it breaks cause and effect. Bananas could fall before you drop them. See, in our world, time is a single arrow pointing forward. Cause comes before effect. Monkey drops banana, banana falls, banana hits ground. Simple. But in the block universe, all those banana moments already exist simultaneously. In your hand, in midair, on the floor. You only experience them in the order that makes sense. Monkey asks, so forward time is like my brain creating the banana sequence that fits cause and effect? Exactly, monkey. Now imagine if there were extra time directions. Suddenly, the positioning and the situation of your banana could sequence differently because time follows a different path. The banana could be on the floor before you dropped it or glitch into random spots. Monkey trembles. So, bananas would just shuffle around reality? Yes. That's why multiple time dimensions would feel chaotic. Too many possible sequences. No clear arrow. Monkey is confused. Was that me? That's you from the future, monkey. He used a wormhole. A wormhole is like folding the universe into a banana peel. Normally, crossing the peel takes forever. But if you fold it so 2 spots touch, a tiny tunnel can connect them. Step through and you could skip across galaxies in a blink. Some theories say that wormholes might also link moments, meaning monkey could time travel. Einstein's math allows loops where monkey could meet himself. But here come the paradoxes. If monkey goes back in time and kidnaps his grandfather, his father would never be born. That means monkey wouldn't be born to kidnap his grandfather. But that means monkey would be born to kidnap his grandfather again. This is called the grandfather paradox.
Then if I create a new branch,